What's up, creepers and geekers? Chris, the Atari Creep. How is everyone doing today, guys? Yeah, another Atari VCS video. But this is more so about what Atari is now. And I want to shed some light on who you're supporting. If you're one of those people who keep coming back saying, oh, fake news, and I have faith, and feelings versus facts. And I'll admit it right now, I have no problem saying I am riding the Atari hate train as fucking far as it will go. Until it runs out of steam, until it falls off the cliff, or it derails. Because I feel, as people who truly grew up with Atari, that we need to hold whoever is in charge of the legacy up to a higher standard. And I may actually, or may not, disable comments for this. Not because I don't want you to puke on me with your fucking nonsensical dreamland fucking nonsense bullshit, but because I don't want to see the fighting between you guys. Okay? This is such a diverse topic, and it's a useless piece of plastic. It's a fucking console that's supposed to be for games, but we'll get there all together. But I want to shed some light on, in case we all forgot, who Atari is, okay? And I'll be perfectly honest with you. The main reason I'm putting this on is because they're not Atari. They're a bunch of useless fucks that are riding the coattails of a legacy they have nothing to do with. And they're using it to their advantage. Call it business, call it a dick move, call it whatever. But let's say 2014, these fucks swoop in. I'm not going to say specific names, okay? They swoop in and they purchase the name Atari and everything that comes with it, all of its glory, after its last owners went into final bankruptcy. It didn't take months, a couple months, maybe a couple months. E3 2014, bippity bam. You remember this? Does anybody but me remember this? This was at E3 2014. Computer renderings of a tablet with the Atari branding on it. Now, I'm not going to lie, this looks exciting. Bats and lava and shit. I'm a dude, I love robot ninjas and shit like that. You put lava, bats, all it needs is titties. And I'm fucking buying it. The ATP 700. Let's move on to the Super Zoom. Super Zoom. More tablets. Hey, the one on the right here looks like a Switch. And it's 2014. Count me tits. Oh my gosh, Super Zoom Premium line. Those look like telephones to me, don't they? They're probably still tablets, but I think they're supposed to be telephones. Tablets can be used as telephones, can't they? Correct me if I'm wrong. You can't tell me that's not a telephone. These are telephones. They call them tablets, but they're telephones. More tablets. Controller. Oh my god, controllers. Did they already design controllers, Atari? Why did we have to go through all that mess? Why did we have to go through that mess of them rebranding Xbox One controllers and all that? Look at that tablet and pieces from the game Sorry. That's pretty cool. Speakers to go with your tablets in case you can't hear your game. Here you go. In case you have foot fungus, you can put that shit on your toenails and let it eat your fungus. Guys, you know what this is? You know what that is? Remember Soldier Boy? That's exactly what that is. It's cheap Chinese crap that they were rebranding to try to get their foot in the door. Do I have a problem with that? No. If it was a product that actually came out and kind of did what it said it was going to do, after all, it was Android. People who are smart with Android can make things happen with Android, and that's fine with me. But it never happened. So people, I remember it coming out and then being like, meh, and then disappeared. And until I started doing research for this video, I didn't realize how it disappeared. It just disappeared. It was gone. Just like that. We can't get anything to work with it. So guess what? It's gone. So, all right, cool. They realized it wasn't going to work out with whatever. Maybe the companies that were manufacturing those didn't cut them a good enough deal or whatever. Then this. Come on. You all know this was coming. You had to know. Now, I'm gonna start off by saying, in all fairness, Atari has announced that they backed out of this. But it's how they communicated that, and this is the pattern that we're going to get to. Idea, announcement, something goes bad, silence. And that's Atari. That's what Atari is now. They're not video games anymore. They're ideas and silence. And that's really all there is to it. Now, a dude comes out with the idea of this. Atari fucking slaps their name on it. All kinds of money is thrown out there. And look at that blue button on the bottom left. You could still pre-order that motherfucker if you really wanted to, if you wanted to waste your money. And then they were asked about it about 6 months ago, maybe even a year ago. Hey, whatever happened with that smartwatch thing that you guys were doing? The game band. And they just came out and said, yeah, we're no longer affiliated with that. Well, their brand's still there, and you can still pre-order this. And my gripe here isn't that they pulled out of it. It's how they did it. They didn't come out and say, look, guys, we realize this dude was shady. We're pulling out of this, and we're going to take litigation to get our names off of it, and we'll try to make it right. I'm not saying they had to give everybody their money back. Something like that could have been helpful, at least through litigation. But they under the rug. They put it right under the rug. And that was it. Then they go silent on us for a little while and start playing around with hats with speakers and all kinds of shit. And then one day we get this weird video that just circulated with the Atari symbol saying, we're back. We're back. Well, if I can get my shit together here. Underneath the Atari 4-switch woody there, above it, it says Atari was back in 2014, but that's neither here nor there. They come up with this idea called the Atari box. And they did. They came out a couple days later. And they were like, yeah, we're going to come out with an Atari console, a game console. And it's going to be super duper. It's real. They basically came out and just said it was real. Now, I do want to make a slight adjustment to something I had said in a comment. And I would do this in the comments where no one would see it, but I'd rather do it face-to-face so everyone can see it and know what kind of a legit dude I am. I was having a conversation with someone about, they said it was delusional that we thought that this was always just going to be a game console and that it wasn't meant to be a hybrid. And for some reason, we all just think it was supposed to be a game console, not a hybrid computer console. And to this, I say to you, sir, I do have one correction. When I was typing, I typed in it was supposed to compete with the modern generation. And I meant to say it was not, but it was originally designed to be a game console. Now, going back to the computer thing, all game consoles now are little mini computers, you dumb fuck. They're all computers. Look at the Xbox and the PlayStation. You open them up, guess what's inside there? It's a computer. So it's always going to be some kind of a computer, but it was not originally designed to be an actual computer that you can use as a game console. It was always supposed to be a game console that maybe you could do extra stuff. Moving on. So they come out with that. And the only reason we're going to still beat our balls here with the Atari VCS is because this is a pattern I'm trying to show you guys. A pattern. The whole time for 2 years with this Atari VCS bullshit, what have they been doing? Showing renderings on computers? Like that? And then going silent when they have no idea what they're doing with it. Well, we'll give you some updates this summer. Summer comes and goes. Someone calls them on it. And they're like, well, we didn't tell you we would give you a specific day. You said during the summer. The summer's over. Where the fuck's our information? They lied to us multiple times. Hey, look at this. We're testing out Tempest. And then underneath in little letters, for display, for example only. But they straight up said, look at us testing out Tempest 4000. The Tempest people came out and were like, no, we never, that's a PC version. Okay, great, they put the disclaimer there. But should you have to, if you're going to give these guys $300 for a console, should you have to decipher all that shit? Can they be a little honest? And then, of course, the debacle with the controller. You remember with the controller? It was literally an Xbox One controller. And then they took the picture down and then fucking airbrushed over it. So it looked more like what came out for the Atari VCS controller. You remember that? Lies. More lies. And then silence in between all these lies. We have an exciting game packages and people developing shit. Lies. Lies. Yeah. So here we're looking at the Onyx 400, which means it's only going to come with one stick of RAM. $250. $250. And look at that. This is what you get. See if I can't get it to blow up. That's what you get right there. That's exactly what you're going to get in a box for it, if it even shows up on your door at this point. That's what you're going to get for $250. But if you want to spend almost $400, you're going to get this. With 2 controllers. So I had to spend all kinds of extra money just to get 2 controllers and maybe a little bit more memory. That's not how it works, buddy. But what's worse, this game console turned computer, it's not really going to come with anything. It's not going to come with anything in particular. It's going to have Atari Vault on it. But you know what? I'm not spending $300 to get something that plays Atari Vault. I'm not spending $250. I'm not going to spend $250 on a game console that has been shady from the beginning, that has gone silent every time we wanted questions answered, that has nothing being developed for it, and has no hardware peripherals to play the fucking games. I don't care if you can hook up any Bluetooth controller to this damn thing, or maybe even a USB one. I don't care. It's a game console. Give me a goddamn controller, even if it's just a stick. Just a stick would be more than fine if you were going to send it with the Atari Vault. Do they have anything being developed for this? No, of course they don't. They have no one behind the scenes developing it. But will they tell you that? No, because they like to stay silent. They prefer silence over any information, whether it be negative or positive. They're constantly coming up with updates that tell you about the negatives, but telling you it's in your advantage. We have no idea what we're doing. So we're literally just going to put together a Linux little mini computer, and you can do whatever you want with it. Here's a streaming service that'll have more games. But people don't buy consoles for streaming services. They don't buy consoles for a built-in library of old shit unless that's what it's specifically designed to do. Flashbacks are only $40 in most cases. I mean, brand new, they're more expensive, but I can get you a flashback all day long for under $50, okay? They're everywhere. They're like fucking ticks. They multiply by masturbation. They're fucking everywhere. From day one on YouTube, from day one, I'm talking about the first day of YouTube, the very first gaming video, people have been saying the same fucking thing. A console's only as good as its library of games. Any console that has failed, it always comes down to that. So, given that, the Atari Vault, some streaming service that is also crowdfunded and could collapse at any time. I'm not saying it's going to, because I know nothing truly about it, and it could be one of the greatest things to put on your computer all day long. $250 for a console that doesn't come with anything to play the games with, you have to supply that. A console that's coming with no operating system truly, that you have to put in. You tell this machine what it's supposed to be. For $250. Let's go over here. Xbox 4 Pro is $362, but it comes with a controller. And there are some bundles that will come with a game. But you got 1 terabyte in a true computer style gaming console. A full terabyte of space to play with on this thing. Moving on. Xbox One S, which is the competitor to the Pro. Look at this, $250 with a game. And it comes with a controller. You want to spend $400, you can get the controllers. And you get 8 gigs and all that crap, whatever it is. You tell me what it is. All I know is you get 4 or 8. And that's still not good enough. $400 for a microcomputer that you have to turn into whatever it is it's going to become. Now, I am not going to lie. I'm excited about this. I probably will buy this if it actually comes out. If I see it on a shelf. I'm not going to give these fucks money. If I walk into Walmart and there's a box or 2 of these, I'll buy it on clearance. Guys. Information, silence. Information, silence. Information, silence. And that's who Atari is today. They are a fucked up, shady company that has nothing in development for anything. They have no developers. No developers. Where are your games? And if you're the type to sit there and say, well, the Atari Vault and the streaming service I'm more than happy with. That's great. Whatever you're watching this video on, you can get all of that right now without spending $400, $250. But if you want to spend all that money and get a shiny little box that has the Atari symbol on it, I'll tell you what, I'm going to get a vinyl decal cutting machine. I'll make you a decal to put on whatever it is that you're watching this video on. You go download that ant stream when it's available in the States, and then you go to Steam and get yourself the Atari Vault, or how about this? Just emulate it. It's free. It may be shady, but it's free. You can do that. You'll get way more than the Atari Vault will ever give you. And there you go. You can give me $250, and I'll just give you a little sticker to put on the thing, and we'll call that good. So here we have a shady company that's just riding on the coattails of a legacy that it has nothing to do with. And it is our responsibility, whether we've given them money or whether we have not given them money. That makes no matter. We can all complain about it, okay? If you've purchased it. Now, I did say in the past, if you put money in it, don't come arguing to me. Don't come crying to me if it doesn't happen. You know, have your faith all you want, but you know what? When the facts are on the table, there are actual facts. There are things that are written down here. These are facts. These are things that exist in the real world. And your feelings are nothing but chemicals up inside your fucking brain. They don't hold up. They don't hold up. One wins over the other one in tenfold. And those are facts. And the writing's on the wall. The writing's on the wall, and I feel for everyone. But I don't want to pick on. I don't want to point at you and say, ha ha, you got fucked. I want to say, all right, you got fucked. Here's a fucking hug. Now let's go get these motherfuckers. Because you know what? They did the smart thing. Indiegogo. If they decide to go quiet like they did with this or this, they don't have to pay you back. They don't have to pay you back at all. Bye. But there are some class action things you can do. I'm not a lawyer. Talk to your fucking attorney about shit like that. I want people to hold these fucks accountable. I want them to stop using the legacy as part of their history. It's not part of their history. They have a name. And the history with that name was not purchased. The ability to make product was. Not the history. Guys, that's all I'm going to say. If you still want to have faith, that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to call you a dummy for it until you stand up and say, you know what? I'm fucking tired of this nonsense. I go to other websites, and all the people who have put money forth and are pissed about it, I get a few fucks here. I get a few people here who put money for it, and they're all like, it's going to happen, Chris. Quit picking on my machine. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. I go everywhere else. All the people who've put money in are fucking pissed off. Why here? Why on my channel? Be angry. Be angry because it gives you focus. And let's hold this fuck accountable because they had no business getting into the video game industry. No business. Zero. And they need to fucking go away. They need to go away. End of story. Even if your $300 disappears, that sucks. But this needs to stop. It needs to stop. And you need to stop supporting it. I'm coming straight out and saying it. You need to stop supporting it. So guys, I may or may not shut off the comments for this. I don't know. Just don't be a puke to each other. All right? Don't be dickheads to each other. Support each other. And go ahead. Tell me how great this console is going to be. You're an idiot. And I'm not even going to fucking entertain responding to it. If you just look at the facts, the history, they call it a pattern. And patterns tend to repeat. That's why it's a fucking pattern. Guys, thanks as always so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're having a great week. We're almost at the weekend. Pats tonight. Go fucking Pats! Can't wait. Until next time, take care. Creep it real. Bye-bye.